BBC Radio Berkshire with Debbie McGee. Good morning, if you've just woken up, because it is a wet, horrible Sunday. Yeah, keep your dressing gown on, have another cup of tea. Now, the American magicians Penn Teller, I'm sure most of you have heard of them. They're based in Las Vegas with a big show they've had there for many, many years. They've done lots of TV shows. And one of them that they brought over to the UK is Fool Us, where other magicians go on and try and fool them, which not many of them do. And they also do this television programme over in the States as well. They have a US version of it. And this is why fooling them with a magic trick is quite a phenomenal achievement for any magician. But that being said, exactly what my next guest did on the US TV show, Penn Teller Fool Us, let's have a little listen to it. And it's Penn Teller's reaction to Rebecca Herrera's incredible trick.
This was this is a tough one. It's a tough one, Rebecca. Really good. You know, this is we can't seem to figure out exactly how they're helping. Teller did check your ears. He checked very, very carefully in your ears. We think you might be getting, I don't know, we don't want to, want is not the right word. We're not allowed to go all TSA on you and search you. So it seems like we should know how you got that information. That seems like that's the whole trick. And it seems like if we don't know how you got the information into your head, it seems like I should put my pad down and say that you fooled us.
Thank you so much. A beautiful drawing. Thank you so much.
And Rebecca is the first British female magician to have fooled Penn Teller, so a double whammy there. And Rebecca's in the studio with me now. So good morning, Rebecca.
Morning, Debbie.
So we can hear you know, your voice, the shock actually of when he said you fooled us. But what did it really feel like? Were you expecting them to say that?
Well, I wasn't really expecting to fool them. I mean, they are some of the top magicians ever, and they have so many people on the show who do incredible tricks and don't fool them at all. So yeah, I was really, really genuinely shocked, and they were talking for a long, long time. They don't show it, but I was being interviewed by Alison for 5-10 minutes while they were deliberating. Yeah. So it was a long time to wait to find out.
Yeah, so it's fantastic. And also, being a Brit going over there, how did that happen that you went to do the American version?
Well, the show moved over to America after being in England, and I wasn't really on the magic scene, I guess, for the first seasons. But so I submitted a video audition across the sea, and then some of the magic consultants from the show were actually over in England in January, and so I did a proper audition for them then of my trick. And then they asked me to come over to Vegas. Oh,
so it must have been so exciting for you.
Yeah, it was really exciting. It was an amazing trip all round.
Yeah, so you're going to sort of give us I've actually seen you on the American version, but you're going to explain to our listeners what type of magic you do. And this is like the trick you did for them, isn't it?
Yeah. So I do mentalism and telepathy magic, but so this is a demonstration where I show that I can see with my ears. And so on Fool Us, I was blindfolded, and I asked Teller to do a drawing of anything he wanted. And then I listened to the sounds of the pen on the paper and worked out what it was that he'd drawn.
So, yes. So, and you can actually give us a demonstration now, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is quite a simple skill, really, that everyone will be able to do. So I'm going to draw a circle to begin with. And so you should have been able to hear that that was a circle, but now I'm going to draw a different shape. And Debbie, do you think you could guess what shape that was?
To me, it sounded like a square.
Yeah, absolutely, it was, exactly. So this is quite a basic skill, really, and if you start with basic shapes and then build your way up, you can actually get to quite complex drawings.
Right, and is that the first trick you ever learnt? What, you know, is that what started you off?
So I began in magic in general by helping out one of my friends, actually, and I loved that there was this whole side to magic that the audience doesn't see. There's a real art behind the scenes. And through just kind of exploring magic in my own way, I realised that mentalism was something I was really interested in, and this idea that there's potential that humans have, and you can explore that and really show an audience amazing human potential and possibilities.
Yeah, so it's really quite different, and it's great because also you're a girl, so it's absolutely wonderful. And so what sort of places are you performing in? If there's somebody listening that thinks, oh, I'd really love to come and see Rebecca, have you got some shows booked and things?
Well, so yeah, I've got a few things coming up. I'll obviously be going back to Vegas to open one of Penn Teller's shows. That's the prize for winning Fool Us. And I might be doing a few things in America with one of my American magician friends, Valerie Spell. And also here in London, I'll be working with Tony Middleton, who's actually here as well.
Right. Okay. So hello, Tony. Yes.
Good morning.
Oh, so lots happening, and I'm sure it'll all lead to other things as
hopefully.
well. So you're going to. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's have a little break and play a song, and then I'm going to get you to do a trick on me, if that's okay.
Cool, definitely.
All right. So here's the song, everybody, and then Rebecca, Tony, and I will be back with you in just a minute. Good morning, everybody. We've got Rebecca Herrera in the studio, who won the USA version of Fool Us. Honestly, I haven't got my words together this morning, have I, at all? And we were just talking about her appearance on Fool Us in America, and the prize is to go and open Penn Teller's show in Las Vegas. And she also told me that she'd never been to Vegas before. So, you know, how exciting for someone as young as you to go, Rebecca. And of course, being the first British female to fool the big boys, because they are big boys, Penn and Teller, you know, that must have been quite scary too, to be doing your magic in front of them.
Yeah, it was quite terrifying, to be honest.
Yeah, and for a TV programme.
Yeah, especially since I decided that I wanted Teller to come and be a part of the trick.
Yeah.
Which was probably quite a big risk. But they were both really lovely, and when you're stood there waiting for them to call action, they're both smiling and waving at you as you're stood on the stage. So
they're
it was really nice.
Very understanding, aren't they? So now, you're going to do a trick on me?
Yes,
right.
I am. So this is quite similar to what I did on Penn Teller Fool Us. And so for this, I need to not be able to see you. So I'm actually going to leave the studio.
Right, okay. Yes, so Rebecca's just got up. She's walking out the door, everybody. And I think you can probably maybe hear the door a little bit. So you'll just have to believe us on that one. But she really has left the room. And so she's left me with Tony Middleton, who's also a magician.
Hello.
You've come along to help Rebecca with this trick.
I have,
two
yes,
people
I have.
this morning. So, right, fire away, Tony.
Right, well, I've got some number plates here, which we've sort of borrowed from the BBC car park outside. There's about 15 or so of these. There's one that says MAG1C. Does that sound familiar at all?
It certainly does.
Perfect. What I'd like you to do, Debbie, is just to take any one of these number plates, any one that you like.
So I'll just tell everybody, because they can't see it.
Of
We've
course.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
maybe more.
9 or 10 number plates. So I'm going to take one from the middle,
Okay.
right?
Just keep it towards yourself, Debbie. I'm
Right.
turning away at the moment, so I obviously can't see what you're looking at. Look at the letters
Okay.
and numbers and so on.
Yeah.
Are you happy with the one that you've chosen?
Yes, I am. Do I read it out to you?
No, I don't want to
wait
say
for
a word.
Rebecca
What we'd
now.
like to do is try and get Rebecca on the line from wherever she's gone in the building, please.
Right, so Rebecca's going to talk to us from a phone line, so you'll hear her voice.
Hi, Debbie.
Yeah, hello, yes, we can hear you, Rebecca.
So in just a moment, I'm going to ask you to pick a number plate.
Oh, I've already picked a number plate from Tony. Yes,
Oh,
so
okay, fantastic.
So I've got it in
Okay,
front
so
of
to
me.
make this fair, Tony won't talk again until we finish.
Right.
So do you have the chalkboard there?
I do, yes, it's beside me. I'll just have to lean over to grab it, and I've got some chalk. Right, I'm ready with my chalkboard.
Great, okay, so just a second. What I'm going to ask you to do is write out the letters and numbers from your chosen number plate on the chalkboard.
Right.
And I'll listen carefully to try and work out what it is you've written.
Right, okay.
So if everyone listening at home, you can feel free to join in too. If you listen to the sounds of Debbie's writing and try to write down the numbers and letters so that you can hear.
Right.
Okay. Debbie, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, yes, I'd started. Sorry, I've written the first letter.
Oh, fantastic. Maybe you can hold that chalkboard up to the microphone for me so it's nice and clear over the phone line.
Okay.
And actually, could I just ask you one question?
Yes.
When you write the number 7,
Mm-hmm.
do you put a line through the middle of it?
No, I don't.
Okay. Thank you so much. Whenever you're ready, please start writing.
Right, so I've rubbed out what I'd done because I misunderstood. So off we go. I'm starting from the first thing. Okay, I've finished.
I had an F, first of all,
An F, yes, it was an F for Freddie.
and then a G,
Yes,
and then I think it was an I, no, a 1,
a 1, yes,
and then this was a B or a 3, but I think a 3,
it's a 3,
and then there was an M,
correct,
and then a 6,
yes,
and then there was nice and clear line across and down, that was a 7.
it was a 7. So well done, Rebecca. We're all clapping you here in the studio. Thank you, and
Thank you very much.
and thank you to Tony too. And
You're
so
very welcome.
thank you both for coming in to see me and doing that trick. We had a bit of a difficult phone line with Rebecca, but she really wasn't in my studio. So I wonder if any of you could work out what I'd written at home, but I bet you'll all be trying that and practicing and seeing if you can.